Welcome back. We're in the dorm currently, and we've just defeated the nightmare. So I don't think Gretel's gonna be too happy the fact we just killed her brother, so yeah. It's over. Gretel, take my jammy dodger. Hansel, you did well. Gretel, jammy dodger. I'll be fine, dear brother Hansel. Dodger, sorry, jammy, good sir. Dead. Don't worry, dear brother Hansel. She's got pink eyes. Look at her eyes. So it's true. Gretel. Thank you for all you've done, dear brother. Thank you for being with me. I'm sorry. Live. With a jammy dodger. They really cared for each other, just like any other family. Was this really the only choice? Probably not. I'm sorry, Gretel. What? Oh, shooting her. Oh, Jack's blood, so tasty. I'm sorry, but I thought you were going to go on a rampage, so... Rampage? Of how she is now, I wouldn't be surprised if she entered Blood Skelter. Nice call, Jack. Everyone else noticed too. If anything, this is about all I can do for her. I see, so this is your power. True, despite my lack of emotions, I felt something swelling inside me that I had never felt before. I suppose there were emotions inside me after all. It can't be helped. You lost someone you loved. No, I'm referring to the emotion of succumbing to my animalistic behavior as a blood maiden. I know this isn't the time to say this, but we'd prefer you not to call your powers animalistic. That's an odd comment. We are creatures like any other, and merely categorized within it. I don't know why I said the it really late, I don't know. I know you're not evil, but you're a bit on the weird side. Look who's talking. I mean, look at all of you. Yeah. I have a feeling trying to understand you is gonna pose a huge challenge. That can simply be resolved by sharing information on our differences. Aren't you sad? That sounds quite tasteless coming from the side who brought this about. I'm sorry. However, it is kind. I do appreciate that you recognize me and my brother as a family. Yes, I suppose I felt sad, but Hansel seemed satisfied with the results, so... Satisfied? Why yes, satisfied that I will leave our home to live a normal life as I should. Hansel said that he was fine with me. I don't know where I get me from. With you all defeating him. He has entrusted me to you. That's probably where I got the me. What's going on with her hair? It's weird. As such, I have decided I will accompany you. Hey, wait, I thought you said you were going to live here and protect this place. Yes, but this is an empty house now. The brother and sister that were once here are now gone. So you're saying that your role here is done? Yes, siblings can bind each other together at times. Hansel had known that all along. I have an interest in my existence as a blood maiden, and in the existence of this world. If you all don't mind, I would be interested in joining you as a blood maiden. Yay! That was too easy.
It turns out there was no reason against Gretel joining us, so she's a member of the Dawn now. She's different, and while the others had varying thoughts on it, I hope everyone gets along.
I'm surprised she's so calm about what she went through. It seems like I'm more concerned than her. I'm interested to know what the professor and Michiru are talking about with Gretel. Come to think of it, How did she know so much about us? In particular, it seemed as if she already knew Alice pretty well. Her approach to Alice is completely different from the way Alice and I interact.
That was tiring, but the discussion was quite interesting.
I think I got the tone of her voice quite close. I wouldn't say it's 100%. It's like sometimes you can barely tell the difference between some of the characters that I do. I try to do tones, but that's about it. But I think I got hers right.
Oh? What's with the surprised expression?
Sort of like semi-emotionless.
It's because you came in here all of a sudden.
Is there a problem? I did open and close the door according to its function.
That you did.
Most people knock before coming in.
She isn't most people.
I must say that's a bothersome custom. However, I'll remember that.
Custom?
Thanks. So how did it go?
They confirmed my admission as a blood maiden and said they would prepare a room for me later.
That's good to hear.
Until then, I'll be rooming with Alice.
Alice?
Yes, I don't know their reasoning, but I'm glad I'll be with someone I can get along with.
Get along with? If Alice heard that, she'd probably deny it completely.
I see. Well, that's good. It's best to be in a place where you can rest easily.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
I'm sure you'll need some time to settle in. Why don't you take a rest? You've been through a lot.
That was my plan, but before that...
Huh?
This is the same as before.
We're outside of the Liberated District?
Oh, goody!
I wanted to speak with you in private. There are a number of questions I'd like answered.
But why me?
Because you are kind.
Huh.
I'm still analyzing the others, so I didn't want them to overhear us.
You don't trust them yet, do you?
No, I just don't know them well enough. From what I've seen, the fact you didn't want to kill Hansel brands you as someone unique.
Well, it's not that we didn't want to kill him, it's just that it seemed pointless to kill him.
I'm sorry about what happened to him.
There's no need to apologize. Everything ended as it should have.
I really don't understand what you're saying.
I don't know myself well either, but how many can truly say they know themselves well?
6 people. In the world.
The people of the Dawn are hiding something. I can tell because their stories are too orderly.
Yeah, orderly is not what I would actually go with. I'd say there's just a lot of holes in their stories.
Is that so?
I believe the members of the Blood Team are aware of that. Your flustered attitude is proof of it.
They're all good people here, so I don't want to doubt them.
Why am I saying this to someone I don't know very well? Because she's, like, bang on the money.
Strong emotions can cloud one's eyes from the truth. Everyone seems to be trapped by emotions.
Strong emotions?
All the Blood Maidens have a particular attachment to something. Am I wrong?
Well, that means you do too.
You see, I have this urge to climb up the tower.
I want to see the top, and it'd be like, whoa.
It's an urge that's different from wanting to escape from here. That's why I could relate to you wanting your earring back. I just wanted to get it back for you.
I see.
I haven't asked everyone yet, but I'm sure they all have something they're really attached to.
That's right, I had thought about that before too.
But Alice is different. She's hindered more by logic than by emotions. Her attachment is rooted in logic. In that sense, she bears greater similarity to me.
So she is obviously the logical choice to be the one you share a room with. Got it. Is that why Gretel thought they could both get along? Is it something they can both sense?
But Alice, she was captured so that she could be with me.
Yes, her reason for being with you is the same as the reason I was with my brother Hansel.
What?
Alice will seek logic even in an illogical world, to see the truth behind the world, as do I. The directions we face may be different, but we share the same outlook on lacking emotions. The surprise and joy at knowing selfless love, feeling it swell within us, is invaluable. Yes, an invaluable treasure that we don't deserve.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I suspected you'd say that.
Oh, I believe your urge is something that is different from nature or emotions as well. Yours comes from a desire to know, unusual given your kindness. Or maybe it's because you're kind.
True. I do want to know a lot of things, but...
I see. I want to escape because I want to know. I want to climb the tower to see what lies ahead. And there's only one way to find out.
Let me ask, how do you know so much about us?
That's easy. It's all based on accumulated knowledge derived from research and analysis.
Accumulated knowledge?
I have plenty of books in my home, and all the time in the world to read them. Within these books were story characters with the same names as ours, each with a unique goal.
Finally! Finally! Oh god, I've been waiting for I've been mentioning it several times. You may have noticed that someone has to have the books somewhere. Somewhere in this world there has to be the books that has the fairy tales in, etc., etc., that mention these characters. Finally.
Stories? With the same names as ours?
Yeah, there's loads with Jack in it, but we know which one you are.
If this absurd world sought to have the Blood Maidens exist, it's of interest that we share the same attachments as our story's counterparts. Until now, I could analyze only myself, but now that I've met everyone, I've obtained proof.
Does that mean our names have a greater meaning than we think?
I suppose you could say that. Now then, back on the subject of the Dawn. Not one of them explained the Marchens' motives. Nothing aside from the dangers they posed to us.
She's right. I haven't heard an explanation from anyone either.
The jail harbors desires so it can grow. The Marchens sense that, so they work to satisfy the jail. This is quite easy to deduce with a little observation.
I see. So then the torturing we experienced in prison was for that.
Blood is its nutrition. Screams are its lullaby. Licking satisfies its libido.
Oh.
They themselves satisfied the jail's desires back at home.
It's one way to do it.
They themselves? You mean the Marchens where you lived were doing those things on their own?
Why, yes. It kept them busy, at least enough to not attack me.
If what the Marchens are doing is sufficient, why are they capturing and torturing humans?
I heard from others that the nightmares mercilessly attacked humans, but that's not so. Hansel had never attacked humans until he determined they were intruders to be eliminated. And I never believed Hansel to be any different from the other nightmares. I believe the other nightmares were able to speak too, yes?
Yeah, you're right. But if they're no different, then why were your Marchens and Hansel different from the others?
Did it ever dawn on you that the area I was in didn't have the eye you made mention of before?
Oh, so is someone controlling them by the name of Snark?
The eye.
One other thing. No one had been able to enter that area for quite some time, including those from the Dawn.
What are you trying to say?
That someone in the Dawn is controlling them. Come on.
Maybe someone in the Dawn is working with the jail to monitor us.
Yes, if only there was a monitor room.
Has that ever occurred to you?
Yeah. Pretty much the instant I got to the Dawn, really.
It can't be.
I mean, it can. Come to think of it, that would explain why something didn't feel right here. From the second we got here, yeah.
I'm thoroughly interested in knowing who this person is and what motivations lie beneath. Let's just say that it's safe to assume there's more information in the Dawn than you expect. Your discussions there should only be what you don't mind sharing, or indeed, what you wish to be known.
So from your point of view, the Dawn is pretty suspicious then?
Actually, I would do the same. They wish to control information. I wish to control theirs too.
You
You could say their previous goals have now dwindled to something akin to a pastime. All you need to do is enjoy using them and myself to seek the truth.
You're really hard to understand.
No, she's not. She's making so much sense right now. I like this character.
Oh, I've already told you I'm not rooted in emotions. You'll get used to me soon enough.
I could get on with this character. Like, I could speak to this person and be like, yes, I understand you. Good. Yeah, I really don't understand her. Right, we're the complete opposite then.
Oh, by the way, you said you were a nightmare. What made you think that?
Born by the same process, probably.
Isn't it obvious? It's because my brother, Hansel, called himself a nightmare.
But the people at the Dawn created the name Nightmare.
Create. Maybe they just knew it.
Indeed.
What are we fighting for then?
That's what I would like to know. And if the Blood Maidens harbor danger within themselves, what'll happen to them after our escape?
As long as I use my blood, I can stop Blood Skelter.
Do you have an eternal supply of blood?
Why, yes, oh, wait, no.
I'm sorry. It looks like I've toyed with you too much. But do remember that their plan's execution wouldn't hold without your existence.
You're right. Their plan took motion only after they found out the effects of my blood.
It's also possible that they were planning to use the Blood Maidens as expendables.
That crossed my mind before, but I tried not to think about it.
According to my research, Blood Maidens are a rare existence, and even rarer to find alive. Even more so in a place where humans see Marchens as enemies. And yet, the Dawn is able to gather all of these Blood Maidens so efficiently.
Yeah, it is very, very odd.
It could support the theory that they had previously planned to use the Blood Maidens as expendables. Interesting indeed.
So, what is it you want to say?
I believe there are a number of expectations at work.
Expectations.
Analyzing them and unraveling them is stimulating my curiosity.
And it's making her smile.
I've said it a number of times now, but I really don't understand you.
She likes knowledge. What's hard to understand about that?
But no one really knows how one feels, and that's what makes things interesting. No?
Not knowing makes things interesting? That's something I can't comprehend. But it makes it interesting because you need to gather more facts. That's what she... Oh, forget it.
Do you know anything about Snark?
Snark.
Snark? No, nothing. That is, not until you brought it up to me just now.
And now I know everything. Somehow.
Now then, let's return. I don't want the others to be suspicious of us.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing what you know.
One suggestion. I think it will prove interesting if you keep what we shared here secret.
Well, yeah. Oh, hello. What's that, bread? Oh, I've seen loads of places around here, like here and there, where I can't get across. There we go. The bread portal. Alright, that, bit weird. Gretel uses bread portal. This creates a warp point 3 squares in the direction you're facing. Use the ability once to toss the breadcrumbs and use it again to warp to where you tossed it. Now that makes more sense. This can be helpful when you need to access locations you can't normally get to. Finally.
Why did Princess Lazy call me out here? I want to rest too. Hey, Princess Lazy! Huh? Jack, what's going on here? Adventure at night?
Maybe.
Sleeping late isn't good for one's beauty, you know.
Unless you're sleeping beauty.
And just when I was about to turn in, too. What's the matter? Yup.
Yep. I really need a hat like that, with some goggles like that. Someone let me know where I can buy both of those, or both of them combined together as one item. It would be nice.
Jack, what's the meaning of this?
Looks like everyone's here.
I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but I really needed to talk to everyone.
Just a second, Kaguya.
What is it? Where? Outside of the Liberated District.
Why, yes.
Quite a pain, but I suppose this is part of what being friends is all about.
I'm sorry. And thank you, Gretel.
What did you do, Gretel?
It's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
I should have expected that.
Yes, you should have. Now then, you're free to talk here without anyone eavesdropping. Think of it as a pajama party for the blood team. Be sure to keep everything here a secret.
A blood team secret.
A pajama party.
I believe Jack would prefer that as well.
Yeah, I think it's better that way. Isn't that right, Kaguya?
Yes.
You mind filling us in on the details?
What I'm going to say is probably going to bring a lot of suffering to everyone here. But I wanted to talk about it myself. After all, you're all my friends.
Princess Lazy.
Did you all feel something when Rapunzel showed us her place?
Rapunzel's place!
Yeah! Oh, wait, yeah. It was a dead Marchen.
What do you mean by that?
Let me rephrase that.
So, Dad kept that secret from us all this time?
Oh, so it did a really quick fade out and a fade in then, didn't it?
Sister didn't say anything. I believe the professor kept it a secret out of kindness. I believe that applies to Michiru as well. This may sound silly, but I was jealous of how you were all sheltered out of love.
That's not how I see it.
What do you mean by that? Even if you're a newcomer, that's no excuse for saying something bad about Dad.
Calm down, Red Riding Hood. You too, Thumbelina.
How can I stay calm after hearing that? Are you okay with what you just heard, Alice?
I know you have doubts about the Dawn, Gretel. Even so, don't try to rile them up.
I'm not riling them up. I'm just implying that it's worse not being told the truth.
Yes. I would have appreciated being told this earlier. I heard that I was saved from a nightmare by the professor. I was also told much more about myself than that. To think all of it was a lie!
Maybe the professor was being kind and didn't want anyone to get hurt.
You be quiet for a moment, Jack. First, how can you and Alice be so calm about this?
I'm not calm. I'm in shock just like everyone else, but...
It just makes sense.
It just made sense to us, that's all. It explains why we were shunned by others.
I hate it when games do that.
We were shunned because we weren't human. We were something different from them.
This can't be true. Dad and everyone in the Dawn, none of them are shunning us at all. She's right. She has to be right. If not, all that we've been doing is... Stop! Snow White. Please, stop!
Snow White.
Kaguya has held back a lot of her thoughts and feelings all this time. But she decided to tell us, even if it meant it would hurt. Because we're friends. In that case, we shouldn't be arguing amongst ourselves like this.
Yup. Jack showed me that I was able to keep sane here because everyone accepted me as a friend. Princess Lazy, I'm just happy to have met all of you. People similar to me. People I can trust. That's why I don't care whether we're humans or not. Even if you hate me for telling the truth, I wanted to share it. Along with my gratitude. I may be pushing my feelings onto you, but I'll take all you have onto me. Let's help each other.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be leading everyone, and look at what's happened.
I may have been insensitive too.
Like I said before, your logic could hinder you.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, didn't I?
Did she? I honestly can't remember now.
But you're right. What I should have said was, I wanted to live because Jack and all of you were with me. I want everyone to do what they can for themselves to escape, and to live life as they see fit.
Because of us?
Yes.
Live our own lives.
That has been my intention from the very beginning.
Indeed.
But if you all weren't so kind, I probably wouldn't have mentioned it.
Kaguya, no one hates you.
Of course we wouldn't hate you. You were right to tell us. For being lazy, you sure put effort into keeping everything secret.
Well, it's more like telling you would require effort, so therefore being lazy is not telling you.
Don't know what, but Rapunzel likes everyone.
Lots of likes.
You guys.
Yep, we have each other for support. Who we are isn't an issue.
Everyone.
Alright, calm down.
Yup.
But I'm glad this all turned out okay.
What? That's not what you... What? Subtitles are wrong. What?
Looks like everyone's here.
Yes, indeed.
Yep, if only a bit tired.
I'm not surprised. You've had to handle 2 missions in a row.
Yeah. Indeed, but your efforts have led the tower to grow again. We're near the final stage of our plan.
And that's what worries me, Professor Snark.
What you've done is amazing. You're the hope of everyone here in the jail. Thank you.
Dad.
Now then, the reason I had everyone come here this morning despite being tired is...
Rapunzel not tired?
Yeah, you're never tired, which is weird. Although you were tired that one time, but then even in your sleep you ended up biting the hell out of Jack.
Ah, yes. We have obtained further evidence from our meetings with Rapunzel and Gretel.
Wait, they didn't?
I've been holding back on talking about this because I didn't have firm evidence to support it. This may hurt you all, but I don't want to hide it any longer.
Please go on, Professor.
Very well. Now then.
Fade out, fade in.
It seems that Marchens created by the jail's mimicry of pregnant humans doesn't affect the infant. In other words, it's impossible for the jail to use mimicry on the infant carried by its mother. Those Marchens continue to nurture their infants until they burst out, possessing special powers.
It's like, it could be true.
So we're a crossbreed between Marchens and humans, a species called blood maidens.
Kind of makes sense that way, doesn't it?
A sharp observation, Gretel.
Thank you for the praise. I believe that's my... Let's see. What did you call it, Professor?
The professor called it blood libido.
Blood libido?
Yes. Each of you holds a unique attachment to something.
You mean how I'm attached to my shoe-shaped glass earrings? Or how I like cleaning?
I think it's more than just that, but alright.
So my being attached to my hood is...
Yes. Until recently, I thought blood maidens had a volatile mental state within them. But after speaking with Gretel, I thought of that being a special trait of a blood maiden.
How much information did Gretel share with the professor?
A secret is a secret.
That trait isn't a weakness, nor is it something that needs to be fixed. Simply a characteristic.
You know, like how everyone has a unique aspect to their personality.
That's all I have to share now. But are you all okay? Is this silence one of disbelief?
No, it's more like one of understanding.
Well,
We found out after hearing what Rapunzel said. We also talked amongst ourselves, too. Yep, we're okay, Dad.
I see. I suppose my children were a lot stronger than I thought.
Yes, I'm quite surprised.
Well, they've been through a lot already. I bet stuff like this wouldn't make them flinch at all.
You are all precious members of the Dawn, and even more so like family to us all. We're about to head into our final stage. I'll be asking for your help even more than before.
Even more?
Now then, rest well and take it easy for today as you please.
Yep, we'll do our best.
Yep.
Yes, I'm counting on you.
What the professor shared with us is worded differently, but it's the same as what Kaguya said. But why now? Said we're in the final stage. If we were shocked beyond belief, it would have negatively affected whatever plan was in the works.
Thank you for your time. You are now dismissed.
Gretel,
What is it, Jack?
I was surprised you were getting along so well with the professor.
Oh, he's quite interesting.
You find almost anything interesting.
True.
Why, yes. I believe it's because my curiosity and inquisitiveness is my blood libido. I wonder what your blood libido could be, Alice.
Tea time! Change places!
I don't know and I don't care.
Oh, what? How dare you?
You must still be wandering within your deceptive dream.
From my perspective, it's you who's toying with deception.
There they go again.
I'm just honest. But I won't deny that my method has become my motive. And your very nature is similar to mine, and quite possibly Jack's.
I'll accept being somewhat similar to you, but don't drag Jack into this.
Oh, I was merely offering you both the highest praise.
That's narcissistic of you.
I'm not a narcissist in the slightest.
Alright then.
You... I'm sorry I didn't notice you. Is there something you need?
Well...
Looks like everyone left already.
Huh?
What?
What's the matter, Snow White?
I'm sorry. It's nothing.
Okay, bye.
She seemed very serious. I wonder what's wrong.
I'm sure she'll let us know if it's really important.
I don't know.
Considering your relationship, that may be possible.
Huh?
Now then, let's leave, shall we?
We shall? Even if we could rest, it's not like I really want to. That's right, I forgot about how the nightmare has a transceiver too. Is it communicating with Snark? But why? There are so many things I don't know yet.
Huh? Who is it? Come in.
There's like so much voice acting at the moment, it's bizarre.
Snow White? What's the matter?
I really need to talk to someone. But I can't bring this up to Sister Red, or Thumbelina, or Sleepy.
I wonder what it's about.
I'm not sure what you want to talk about, but let's calm down first. We can talk after.
Thank you. Why?
Why what?
Why did the professor bring that up now?
Snow White was having the same thoughts.
He said he obtained evidence from Rapunzel and Gretel. But if we didn't hear it first from Kaguya, we would have all been in shock and disbelief.
True.
But what we spoke about then shouldn't be known by anyone in the Dawn besides us. So then, why now?
She's right. The professor said he didn't want to hide it anymore, but something isn't right.
To add, it seemed as if both Haru and Miko were aware of it. The weird feeling I've been having all this time is starting to feel all too real.
To be honest, there's a number of things that bother me.
Really?
I'm not sure either, but the Dawn is hiding something from us. Gretel said the same thing too.
Gretel too?
That's why I'm keeping an eye out for what's happening around us. That said, just like Alice mentioned, let's do our best for ourselves, and escape from here.
Jack, Snow White will become stronger so that when the time comes, she can support everyone.
Good.
The nest is filled with little birdies.
Yes. They're not lonely anymore.
I'm sure the birdies will grow strong and leave the nest.
Are you sad?
It's fate. All we can do is watch. The heavens are coming down.
The sun is beyond the heavens, right?
Now then, I brought you today's meal. The forest's morning dew and a fruit from the tree of life.
We still don't really have a clue what this is about, do we?
Bluebird? I want to see the sun with you, Bluebird.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm sure that will bring the finale to the story's first chapter.
First chapter.
Go ahead. Eat and drink as you normally do.
Right, we'll end this part here and start the next part in chapter 7.